Yes, we will check how to execute a signal processing project now. And our project title is Diabetes Analysis using ML and DL algorithms. ML and DL algorithms for diabetes classification. And based on this, we have the input file. We have the input file. This is our input file. Diabetes input file. We have 9 columns in this. We have 9 columns in this input file. And first column indicates pregnancy. Second column plasma level of the patient, pressure level of the patient, skin, insulin level, mass, and then other details, age. Class means whether the person is tested positive for diabetes or tested negative for diabetes. First eight columns represents the attributes, parameters. Based on these parameters, the last column is deciding whether the person is having diabetes or not. Tested positive means the person is having diabetes. Tested negative means the person is not having diabetes. And if you see, whenever the first column is 0, maybe it is a male and number of pregnancies are 0. And 6 means number of pregnancies 6. This is a woman candidate. 0 means maybe male candidate. 10 means 10 times the person has got pregnancy. So this is a woman. And like this, the first column deals with pregnancy, second column deals with plasma level, pressure level, skin, insulin, like that. 8 columns are giving the person. Each row is a person detail. So second row is completely a person details. Third row is another person details. Like that, in the input file, if we check, there are about 768 people. So first row is heading, and after that 768 rows are there. So those many persons are taken, those many people are tested for identifying whether the person is having positive or negative. So this is our input file, and we will be doing classification based on this input file. So if the person is correctly classified, and diabetes is detected earlier, we can take necessary steps to avoid the major problems caused by diabetes. And this is the intention behind this project. So we are going to classify diabetes using ML and DL algorithms. And this is a two-way classification. Last column is yes or no. Last column is yes or no. Sometimes in the file, the last column may be 0 or 1. So 0 means no diabetes, 1 means diabetes exists. The last column is 0 or 1. 1 means if the person is having diabetes, 0 means the person doesn't have diabetes. And I have removed the headings. So first row indicates the first person, second row indicates second person, like that. If I have removed the headings, then it is 768 rows. Last row 0 or 1 indicates positive or negative of the diabetes. This is another format of the input file. So this file will be better for understanding. The first file will be better for understanding because it gives what each column represents, and always the last column gives the type of classification. And here we have only two cases, yes or no case, whether diabetes exists or diabetes doesn't exist. This two details. So this is a two-way classification. We are going to do two-way classification or binary classification in our method. And in signal processing, all the projects will have 3 steps. First is pre-processing or filtering or noise removal. It is one and the same. Second step is segmentation, which is optional. Third step is classification. So feature extraction can be otherwise called as pre-processing. Feature extraction or pre-processing is one and the same. So these are the 3 steps in any signal processing or image processing projects. Second step is optional, segmentation. Based on the necessity, we will use it. Otherwise, first step and third step is enough for any signal processing project. So the first step, feature extraction, we will do for review 1. So in our project, we don't want this segmentation. So we will leave this and we will directly go for classification. So we have two types of algorithms we are going to concentrate. ML algorithm, which needs feature extraction and classification, feature extraction and classification. DL algorithms directly it will go with it will do internally both the feature extraction and the classification. So ML algorithms, it will take the features as input and it will do just the classification. All the ML algorithms, it will take the features, whatever feature extraction done, it will take those features as input and then it will give output. The classification is done within the ML algorithm. Classification is done within the ML algorithm. And finally, output binary classification, yes or no, will be the final output. This is about ML. Coming to DL, both feature extraction and classification is done internally. Both feature extraction and classification will be done internally by the DL algorithms. So these are the two different things, difference between ML and DL algorithms. So we have some examples, ML algorithm examples, SVM, support vector machine, then logistic regression, this is one method, and then naive Bayes algorithm, all these are ML algorithms. And coming to DL algorithms, we have CNN, convolutional neural network, RNN, recurrent neural network, autoencoder, then LSTM, long short term memory. All these are deep learning algorithms. So machine learning, first of all, we have to do feature extraction. Those features only we can give input for SVM or logistic regression, naive Bayes algorithms. But for DL, directly we can give the diabetes data as the input. Directly input file can be given to the DL algorithm, but for machine learning algorithm, we have to give the features as input. For machine learning algorithm, we have to extract the features, then only from the input file. From the input file, we have to extract the features and that we have to give as input for the machine learning algorithm. Input file, we have to extract the features, then that features we have to give as input for the machine learning algorithm, which will do only classification process using SVM, logistic regression, naive Bayes, like that. But in DL algorithms, in deep learning algorithms, directly input diabetes file can be given. Internally, both the feature extraction and classification will be done. These are the different existing algorithms in deep learning method. And now if you see, I have tried with Anaconda software. I have tried with Anaconda Jupyter Notebook using Python coding. So I have already tried the project, diabetes feature extraction project. I'm just reading the input file. Displaying the feature extraction steps in Anaconda. What I have done is, first step, what I have done is read the input file, diabetes file, and display the contents. Using Python coding, I have done it. Secondly, I have to go with features extraction. And the features I have are mean, median, standard deviation, kurtosis, skewness, etc. These are the features I have taken. In general, features are of many types: temporal features, spatial features, then spectral features. All these are present. And ours, in our project, we have taken statistical features, and these are the examples for statistical features: mean, median, standard deviation, kurtosis, etc. And this is feature extraction. First step, feature extraction. After feature extraction, next step will be we have to go for SVM classification. As I told you, ours is a binary classification. Our project is binary classification. So SVM, logistic regression, CNN, in deep learning, CNN, all this can do binary classification. So initially we will start with SVM classification. So I have done using Anaconda software. I have read the input file, displayed the contents. Then with those contents, I have taken the feature extraction steps using Python coding, all that I have done. And Anaconda, if installation is difficult, you have an open software in Google. If you type In Google, if you type Colab and Google Colab, you need not do any installation. Directly online you can execute. Online you can execute. You have to, you will get something like this. Welcome to Colab. You can go to that, and your email ID should be open. Your email ID should be kept open. Only then it will take your email ID and open the software for you. And opening a new file, new notebook, file, new notebook. Here you can type the coding for reading the input file. Step by step, you can type the coding and execute it. Step by step, you can, new notebook I have opened, and here you have to type the coding, Python coding. Then this is the execution. Line by line, you have to type the Python coding and you have to execute it. So first step is you have to read the file. I have put the file on the desktop. I have put the diabetes file on the desktop. We may have input files of different types. So file types may be different. We may have input file as Excel file, .mat file, CSV file, txt file. All these are file types. So our file is .csv. Our file is .csv. Otherwise, you can right click and open it with notebook, and you can also remove the first column. You can also first row headings. Headings you can also remove, and then you can take, this is txt file. If you right click and check the properties, right click and check the properties. Here we have txt file. You can also make it easy, and this is right click. If you check the properties, it is .csv file, .csv file. And any type of file, you search the Python coding, and first you try to read the contents and display the contents, read the contents and display the contents. And already I have tried with the feature extraction I have done, and I have done this using Anaconda. I will send you this feature extraction for review one. But meanwhile, from your side, you keep trying, and whatever error you are getting, we will meet in the Gmeet, and we will try to correct the errors. So the steps I have explained, First, you have to go with read the input file, display the contents, then feature extraction you have to do. My features I have considered like this. You can take as you like any, but statistical features. You go with statistical features. We are doing binary classification, so this ML algorithms, this DL algorithms, we will concentrate in the third step. Third step, if you are doing ML algorithm, the features you will be giving us input. But if you are taking DL algorithms, directly the diabetes input file will be given as the input. Feature extraction and classification will be done internally by the deep learning. First, we will see feature extraction, and then SVM classification we will concentrate. And as soon as possible, once we finish this, we will again meet for going to the next algorithm. It may be logistic regression or it may be CNN. If it is CNN, we will go with the input file. If it is logistic regression, the same features, whatever given for SVM, same features we can also apply for logistic regression. Now it's your turn to keep trying. The two steps, read the input file from desktop, display the contents, and extract the features is the second step. After completing this, we will meet again.